I've really tried to break my thoughts into three main buckets: the financial considerations, the non-financial considerations, and then some possible moves. We're in a situation where we have this impending doom over our heads, and I think if we just stay still and don't do anything, we're bound to it. And so I think having some sort of ideas to go forward
Great.
with that would be great. I want to start with financial considerations, though, as this is. We're looking at their profits, and specifically, we're looking at the fact that our competitors or a competitor in Southeast Asia is able to charge much less than us, and that's
Do we
big
know
for us.
that?
Was that not mentioned at the beginning in terms of they're coming in?
Well, they've entered the market, but we
Okay,
don't necessarily know that they're
okay. So
but
that's maybe a bold assumption on mine. I would assume, given it is coming from Asia, maybe it's being mass produced and it is relatively cheaper to produce. But then again, it might be more expensive to ship to here. With that being said, though, I'd love to look at the costs in terms of our current costs. Can we go ahead and cut those, or is there room for optimization? I'd love to look at the price that we charge in terms of, is it possible that we increase price to gain more revenue? Is it possible that we maybe have to decrease price to sell more units? And looking at those two levers. And then lastly, sort of tied in with cost, just looking at the distributions. If we're going to fast food things, are we selling to the franchises? Are we selling to the overall brand? I.e., if we sell to McDonald's where they franchise, are they going to require those straws in every single McDonald's, or are they only going to require it in certain franchises? In terms of the non-financial considerations, I wanted to look at the relationships that we can build with our current clients. If it is the franchise and it's more of a family model, we really want to make sure that we have that relationship and that some unknown company from Southeast Asia doesn't just come in and poach them from us. And also just looking at branding. I don't really ever think of a straws brand. I don't know if anyone I know could name a straw brand off the top of their head, but maybe there's some room for improvement there in terms of the how we look to the overall market. And lastly, in terms of possible moves, I think innovation listed broadly in terms of maybe we have other product lines that we can go to, whether it's plastic utensils or napkins or anything in that region. And also maybe even looking at merging or acquiring. I don't think that will necessarily be where I'd want to take this case first, but it's a possibility. And so maybe if Southeast Asia can produce them much cheaper or has some sort of advantage with different clientele that we can get advantage of, let's maybe look at merging or acquiring.
Okay, I like it. Where do you want to start?
Let's start with financial considerations.
Okay, and which part of it?
I'd love to look at the costs if we can.